In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this ain't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Haters, your venom only makes our fire burn hotter. It's time to expose the rod, it's time for real talk. Step up or step aside, cause the revolution just began. Step into the arena where deception meets its end. Truths are heavy artillery, no facade, no pre pretend. She's the lioness roaring against the night. Her words slicing through bullshit, each line a burst of light. Born from pain and blazing fire. In memory of Daddy, who laid the foundation for this furious uprising. Yeah, this isn't just a song, it's our war. Tell it the hill is in the building, no bullshit, only raw truth. We ride or die for every soul neglected, every secret kept. Turn up the bass and let our explicit message shatter the silence. Hate is your venom.
Blue people, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to people, even the small channels like mine, who clearly have more interest in the truth and justice, that we want Bryan Kohberger to have a fair trial, because he could be you, it could be me, it could be a loved one of ours. This is not and should not be what is allowed to now set precedents in America. Good luck to all of you. I don't know how you sleep at night. And P.S. y'all, boobs on the ground told most of us to go drive off a cliff. Clue people, pay attention to what's going on. Pay attention to people, even the small channels like mine, who clearly have more interest in the truth and justice, that we want Bryan Kohberger to have a fair trial, because he could be you, it could be me, it could be a loved one of ours. This is not and should not be what is allowed to now set precedents in America. Good luck to all of you. I don't know how you sleep at night. And P.S. y'all, boobs on the ground told most of us to go drive off a cliff. You want carrots, or do you want to be told to go off yourself? Just curious. Hey, you guys, can you hear me? Let me know if you can in the chat, please. I'm not using headphones, so I'm hoping this goes well. Hopefully. Little stop it. Little stop. Please stop. Just be good. Mommy won't be long. Okay, hey y'all. Great. Thanks for being here, you guys. I wasn't gonna go live, but I decided I found some interesting things and I thought it was important. I definitely am grateful for everybody here. I do just want to say everything that I'm about to speak on is pure speculation, just my opinion. And just based on my own personal research. And also, I want to say one thing, and I want to make it very clear. If you want to be in my chat, I welcome you. If you are here to stir up drama and create drama, um, I don't welcome you here. I'm moving on with my life and I'm moving forward, not backward. And that's that. So anybody that's being hateful, if I don't catch it, I have like 3 mods now, maybe 4 that and I don't even think these people know that they're moderators again, but um I have to get a message across when I'm trying to inform you guys of things and speak my mind, and I can't pay attention to the chat. So if many of you who I love dearly see something, please say something, like put some kind of like emoji so I know just to kick somebody out, because I have no doubt that that might happen. And I'm not addressing anybody else at this point forward in terms of being hateful to me. The law will handle that, and that's that. So I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys putting up with me, being patient, handling all the drama that I've endured and shared with all of you. But I really just want you guys to know I am focused on the future, not the past. And I appreciate you guys. And thank you guys all so much for being here. I'm trying to pay attention to y'all. And I just want you guys to know this will probably be a quick live, but I saw some things and I was trying to send myself one of the things, and I'm still going to be trying to figure out on my phone while I'm talking, kind of. But number one, you guys, and thank you guys. Love you all. I literally love you all. And thank you. I can't thank you enough. I would not still be here if it was not for you guys. So, at the end of the day, it's because of you guys that I've pressed forward, and I'm not going to give up because of other people. I know my truth, and this case is far from over. I do want you guys to know that I am going to start talking a lot more about wrongful convictions. People, oh, actually, I have something really great to share with you guys. Hi, Doc Terry. Thank you. I actually am so glad. I debated going live, but I have to tell you guys, I very soon will be able to share my prisoner story with you. I had to wait until the Innocence Project actually had him sign documents. And as far as I know, and I have to confirm, but as far as I know, on Tuesday, those documents were signed. So my prisoner should officially be with the Innocence Project, and I should be able to get to do a whole big storyline on that and follow it through to whatever they're doing. I don't know if they're doing, hi Moondale. Hi everybody. I don't know if they're doing post conviction. I don't know what the plan is. I just know that once that document was signed, and it wasn't on them, it was for him to approve, and obviously he was not going to not sign that document. So the family had gotten a hold of me, and they're so happy, and lots of prayers have been answered, and it's literally happened a month before his birthday and my birthday. He's a year and 5 days older than me, and he's spent almost 18 years in prison for a crime he did confess to. But science has changed things. We've got great people on board, and if the Innocence Project, this is a big deal because the Innocence Project does a lot of DNA where you can prove with DNA. This is totally different, but I'm gonna wait until I can put it all out there. I will have family interviews. I will do everything I can to support this next whatever, because I don't know what next whatever is. But I am so happy. I wanted to tell you guys that, and I'm so excited that I finally will get to share, because we need to talk about many people that are wrongfully incarcerated. Because at the end of the day, it's not just 1 or 2 people, you guys. It's so many people. Hey, TK, love you. So glad you're here. And I'm not going to forget about Bryan Kohberger by any means. I've spent the same amount as many of you have spent the time in my life of this case. But we need to use this case as something that opens people's eyes to what's actually going on. So I want to tell you guys, aside from, concentrating on the story I'm going to be able to finally share, I hope to also share my story because I am trying to get myself into writing my own book. I'm a writer and I don't know what I'm doing, but I should be doing that. And it's in me. I just have to find it. But also, I think that with the Idaho4 case, that people need to be woken up to many factors that went into what happened in this case. And what happened in this case is evil, evil. And I hope everyone's on board. I don't have to accuse people. I just want you guys to know where my thought process is in terms of things that I may be sharing. I may have a guest or two who want to share their experience. TK, maybe you, me, and our friend, you know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. Rabbit, we can maybe do a live together and support her in telling that story when the time comes. I think people need to wake up. The money, the elite people, and the money that they have and the way they raise, not everybody. I want to make this clear. Not everybody. I'm not accusing everybody of anything. I'm just saying, you guys, there's some shit that's going on in America that's not right. And nobody can deny it once you know it. I wish you'll get a signed copy, Skull King. Hey, Red Metal. I think you guys, I hope you're there to support the truths that people don't want to accept. And I really have tried to share some of these things in a inconspicuous way, so to speak. But now things are happening the way they're happening. And I'm going through all the things that I was told, what I was told. And I'm seeing people that are posting like True Killer Crime, Rollo, Danielson. You guys are doing great work. And I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I literally think that people need to wake up. Now we're seeing what we're seeing of the bullshit on the cameras. I mean, first of all, and this is what I was trying to hurry up and catch up with, I saw Huda London did a video last night. I was 2 a.m. and I was like looking and I was like, Huda has some lady. Well, she didn't know. I didn't know. It looked like a dude. Today I look at it. It's totally a girl. And I'm going to post it. I just didn't have time to decipher if I was going live or not going live. But y'all, there's people in this situation that have been scrubbed out. And then when people actually take the 5 seconds to look realistically, so much is covered up in this. The video Huda did, and I'm not good at this, so I'm not going to put the link. I'll put it in my thing if I remember. But just remember, go check out Huda. Hootie hoo. I fucking love that. I say that to my dog, and no disrespect to Huda by any means. But like, I call my dog Goody, and I say booty, and then I say goody booty, booty hoo. And I just had this psychic guy who was like, hootie hoo. And I love Huda. I think Huda's badass fucking woman. She stuck to her guns and the whole entirety of everything. Hi, Pin Dizzy. Sorry, you guys. I have to like not look at chat or I'll get distracted. You guys know this by now, I think. But you guys, I just think Huda caught something nobody else has even caught yet of the person running out of that house that's on the camera. And I caught it this morning. I'm in the shower and I'm like looking. I don't even I spend 5 hours in the shower because I love my shower. It's my sanctuary. But I'm like watching things and I'm like, no wonder I don't get ready till freaking 10 o'clock. I wake up at 7. I'm not ready till 10, but this is why. And so she caught someone and it looked like a guy. It's a girl. And I have it on my phone, but I didn't have time to put that all together. What I did have time to put it all together, which is what I found after. What you guys see on the screen right now, legit. And I'm sorry again, Pin Dizzy, that I thought you were Enon Harsh, but I have a lot to say about Enon as well. So, y'all, I have a lot to say. But what you guys see on this screen, I need somebody, first and foremost, if anyone has the footage from that I think it was basketball, where it looked like a combo between Emma Bailey, like a scarf and mask over face in the gym at a sports event. People thought it was Bryan. I didn't think so. I thought it was more girly than Bryan. But I didn't have time to look for it, and I know my luck. I'm never going to figure out anything that I'm looking for when I'm looking for it. But look at this, you guys. Watch. This is 2020, and this I'm going to show you guys where it comes from. It kind of looks like Bryan, right? Like, don't get your shit twisted, because I'm not saying Bryan's a killer by any means, but looks like Bryan. And this was in 2020 though, and I'm going to show you. Shit, where did it go? I have it. Hold on. Oh yeah. It's from Spokane Police Department. I'm going to be so mad if I fucked it up and didn't keep it. But this was listed. And I'm like, oh, okay. It was on Facebook, you guys. And I'm not going to show you the Facebook because I have to protect myself. And if I show you something, more than likely, my whole name's going to be out there by accident. And I have every right to protect myself when people have made it very clear they're searching to figure out who the fuck I am. So I'm just going to read some of the comments because it matters in the grand scheme of things, because I had just thought back to something I had found and it had nothing to do with this, but someone mentioned something that did matter. And what it said was in the Facebook comments, it's Spokane County Sheriff's Office, April 7th, 2020, saying about this photo, can you help identify this male? The Sheriff's Office Investigative Unit Detective Mark Schmolt would like your help identifying this male. We're investigating reports of vehicle prowlings in the Medical Lake area on April 6, 2020. The male was captured on 2 separate home security cameras. The male is described as a white male, approximately 20 to 30 years old, thin, wearing all black, and riding an orange and black bicycle. And then what really caught my attention, and I'm sorry I'm not showing you guys, but I'm not going to give away. I know people have made it clear they want to find out exactly who I am. And so I'm not showing you because I will ruin it and show. I can't even have my own picture on Facebook these days. It's sad, but I'm not going to do it. But in one of the comments, it says, someone in another post said this is someone named Jonah Chapin. Okay. So now I can get rid of this situation, come back to you guys. And I've been holding on to a Jonah Chapin situation for, I don't know, a year now, because it didn't seem to add up. But, so me too, TK. Thank you. So I literally, so this guy in the photo, he looks like Bryan, but do any of you guys literally remember the person that like was in a picture at like a basketball game in the gym after the unalivings occurred? And it kind of looked like, and it looked like this person. This person's nose is not matching up with Bryan. And it doesn't, I'm going to show you guys who Jonah Chapin is. My issue with it is Jonah Chapin, obviously last name Chapin, number one, but Jonah Chapin and friends had a big situation with the law right before these unalivings also happened. No one talked about it. I can't find proof, but I don't know. Here's Jonah Chapin in the middle. I don't think he looks like this guy, but this is the only photo I can find of him. However, this is a big time situation that I just kept to myself. I think I shared with Bubbly, but this guy doesn't to me look like this guy. Hi Sharon, thanks for being here. Sorry you guys, I'm just seeing random things. I have to legit just try and stay focused so people don't talk shit about me going live. Not that I give a shit, but I do kind of. I give a shit if I make it sense to you guys. But look, so this guy in the middle, Jonah Chapin. How many Chapins are there? And there was also another Chapin living very close by to where all of this happened. But you guys, the point is I can't find the photo of the guy like this guy. I'll share about Jonah in a second and his friends and the dealings that they did. But this guy here, he looks like Bryan. However, if anyone can find the photo, there was someone in the gym that they were like, that's Bryan. And I don't even think it was, I think it was at a sporting event. It wasn't at like the memorial. And it was, to me, looked more like Emma Bailey than Bryan. And it was like a beanie, a mask around, like a scarf around the face. Like it was cold. So you just saw a nose and their eyes. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Well, Chapin, I don't know, you guys. The more that comes out, the more I firmly believe this is not what it is tied to bad things, but I really firmly believe this is cult, and I think it's about to come out that that's what it was. I don't know if Bryan's involved. I don't think he is. However, like, who is this person? Did Bryan have like a doppelganger like everybody, or did Bryan have a twin he didn't know about? No, no, Tammy. It was something during this whole thing, and I'm sure I have it somewhere. It was someone in the like audience. Just it caught someone's attention. I know I have it. I have everything Idaho, nothing my life on any device. I just didn't have time to go back and find it. But also, you guys, I'm trying to figure out how I can quickly share it with you guys because I found something on TikTok. I'm trying to upload it from my phone right now, but I'm assuming that this is, well, it looks like the 1112 place, and it looks like one of the people that Bubbly has spoken of, one of two people, it looks like one of them, he's bashing in the door. And I'm trying to send it to myself or upload it from my phone because one of them looks like Enon Harsh and the other looks like Jason Curtis Leonard or whatever his name is. Leonard Curtis, I don't know. Hi Thomas, thanks for being here. So I'm trying to get this like right now. So if you guys just wait 5 seconds, I'm trying to do this all at once. But number one, we have to talk about the Chapin drug situation that happened right before 11/13/22. And I can't find ties to this kid and the Chapins, but I don't know. I'm just going to say, y'all know I have my own thoughts about all of that. But what I saw on TikTok today is a man with like an axe busting in a door, but it says it looks like the people were looking from 1122 out the road. So did their door get busted in? Like, what are we not being told? And I'm trying so hard while I'm talking to you guys to do this all at once because I do think it really matters. But hold on, you guys. And I'm sorry if I'm not answering in chat. I just can't. Um, yeah, James Curtis Leonard. Thank you. Thank you, EMAC. Hi, Truth Seeker. Sorry, you guys. I literally found all this like 5 seconds before, and I was like, oh my God. Now it won't let me see certain things either. It's kind of funny, but hold on, you guys. Because this TikTok shit I just saw was like mind blowing. I was like, and they don't describe if it says it's about that, but I question, like, so is that like literally like what's happened? Because why aren't the cops looking for these people? But hold on, guys. I'm so shitty at this. I'm still learning. Where's my drive? Okay. I hope it's here so I can show you guys. It really needs to be. Okay, sorry guys. Hold on. I'm just really focused. Like, I really think you guys have to see this shit. And I haven't seen anybody talk about it. So it's very important that we talk about it. But my computer's being so slow. Okay. No, no. Okay, I'm trying to figure out how the hell I can. How can I do this? I wish like somebody in here would know. I'm gonna post the pictures, but I will just tell you guys one picture looks like in the dark, it's like security cam, and it's a man that has no shirt on and jeans, and he's bashing in a door. He looks like James Curtis Leonard. And then there's another dude who looks to me to look like Enon Harsh with a beanie on, a jacket, and it's just mind blowing. Like, these fools are not Bryan Kohberger. So what the hell are you doing with Bryan Kohberger? Seriously. And I'm sorry, hi just Trelly. I'm sorry that I like am just still learning how to do all this, and literally I just don't want to mess shit up because I do that very well when I try and do something I don't know how to do. But legit, I will post it the minute we get off here. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's creepy. There's something wrong. And yeah, there was allegedly a missing backpack, Thomas. And that's what I thought. And here, I can pull up the Jonah Chapin, and it's my question always has been, was Jonah Chapin tied to the Chapins, which how many Chapins do you find? Because I mean Chapin, right? But and I'm just gonna say, and I don't care, tits on the ground, you can tell me to go drive off a cliff. My baby doesn't like when you do that though. But I am highly suspicious of the families that have money in this case. And I'm very caring of the families that have been the easily to blame addiction prone families. I'm concerned of Ben Mogan. I'm concerned of Kara Kernodle. You know why? Because the shit that's coming out, it's hard to look at as any single person who didn't ever know these kids. I really truly pray that they are strong and that they're not looking. But at the end of the day, something else is going to happen. And I do believe the state of Idaho failed every single person that is a victim in this case, because they're going to get a rude awakening when this shit pops off that Bryan's going to either something's going to happen. Bryan's not sitting in that cell forever. And I don't know why. And like my little baby said, I don't know how y'all sleep at night, because seriously, these people are still pushing lies to the masses that don't watch and follow like we do, you guys. It's sick. It's gross and it's sick. And I think that the only explanation of what occurred is what I've said all along, which is what I was told and threatened my life long ago. And I continue to repeat those messages. Look at those messages. I'm telling you guys, this, yes, it does have to do with intoxicating things. It does have to do with money. It does have to do with bad guys, bad girls, whatever, bad people. But the culprit, in my opinion, and I'm allowed my opinion, so keep your tits in your shirt, keep them in place, because I'm allowed my opinion. I've learned so much from this case about how elite people raise their children sometimes. And y'all are not very far from, Rexburg, where Lori Vallow did what she did to her kids. And why did she do it? Oh, because of zombies. I mean, get real, people. But everyone in America can accept that Lori Vallow was so cuckoo in her head. How come nobody can stop and think how much this whole taking of oaths and the lineage bloodline bullshit of these elite families like the Chapins? Haley's family had money. I don't know what these people believe, but the Chapins have shown me one thing 2 days later, saying it's not a love triangle and it's not a drug issue. How the hell did you know that 2 days later? And why are you so concerned with what it looks like? That's all I heard. You're very concerned with what this looks like versus what it is. And I'm sorry, now we have 2 triplets, because there were 3, calling themselves twins. And I am allowed my opinion. And if you don't like it, bye. But I think, and I thought from day one, and then I was told what I was told about what actually allegedly occurred. Ethan was the target, and that's what I will never not believe. And then I just recently find out that Ethan never told his mom about Xana's mom. What's that sound like? I get it, dude. And this is why I'm talking about it, because I get it. You know why? Because I was the black sheep in my family. But guess why? I was the black sheep because I had color in my skin. And I've always, always paid attention to things like that. And the minute they were questioned about the love of Ethan and Xana days later, the way they responded, like it was just a joke of a love. No. How the fuck do they know? They saw their kid how often? No. They didn't want that love. Period. That's my opinion. They didn't want that love. And if I have to say, you guys, because I said it in the beginning, but if you guys see someone being stupid in here, because I don't know, TK, I made you a mod before I came live. I don't have many mods though, and I just do what you gotta do, or put like some kind of thing so I block someone, because I'm not fucking around with anyone anymore. I'm not doing it. I'm moving forward, and if people want to hate on me, they will do so, and the law will be handling everything. That's all I can say. And I just want to make sure, because I'm literally trying to just not even look at the screen to make myself make the most sense to you guys. And I hate saying that. I don't want to be a hater of any family. But I will say, everything I was told almost to a T is coming to fruition. And I firmly believe the only way you get a bunch of people in one town to all not talk is because they're living in fear or they're part of it. And these people with money I've learned, and if you don't believe me, I'm going to start sharing a lot more about this and about wrongful convictions. So stay tuned, but I know people think it's hard to understand. It's hard to take in. It's hard to believe. But you guys, how do we fix things that literally are broken? And people in every neighborhood, all of our neighborhoods, there's a parent out there who looks like they're such a great parent, and they might have tons of money. someone out there in your neighborhood, whether they have money or not, is doing something wrong to a child. And I can guarantee that. I have the statistics. I wish I could share the full page first article I ever wrote for a newspaper. I can't, though, for my own safety. And that's part of what really pisses me off, you guys. But I think everybody needs to take a step back and look at this as not just corruption. It's deeper, it's bigger. And why is every parent that has lost a child in this case, aside from Steve, who also changed his tune at one point, how come they're all silent? What are they scared of? What are these kids scared of? If Bryan did this all by himself, what are these people scared of to talk? How come Bethany couldn't have the, big girl panties on and show up at the sentencing hearing? You don't have it in you to show up for your so-called friends that you love so much? Nah, girl, I'm sorry, and I don't care who doesn't like it. I firmly believe Bethany is 100% more involved than Dylan. And I've said it from day one, and it is what it is. I firmly believe Bethany knows exactly what happened. Bethany was there. Dylan likely too, but from my own research, and I don't have to lie and say, oh, I talked to them to find it out. No, I did their family trees. I did their history dating back to the 1800s. Bethany and Showalter are cousins. Bethany, and who I believe is part of this and part of how Kopaka got killed, they're cousins. And until I told Viviana, prove me wrong. I'm still waiting. You're not proving me wrong because I'm right. I mean, I've done I know these people more than I know my own genetic genealogy. I know this shit. And in a sense, I hate to say it, you guys, but I feel for the victims. I feel tremendously for the victims because I feel like those of us who've been here from day one, we've attached ourselves to these victims and we want justice. But I've also done the same until someone proves to me Bryan Kohberger was there. He's a victim too, and so is his family until someone proves it. And all I've seen since they've unleashed a whirlwind of fucking fuckery is nothing to do with Bryan. You got blood at Showalter's house. Oh, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about. Had a video almost done, but we'll talk about it. I don't have it ready to show on the screen, but did y'all see the psychic that had called in to the cops and allegedly knew where the weapon might be, and she called twice, and it's in the reports. Let me see if I have that paper right here. I was doing a video on it, and then I was like, well, maybe I'll just share it live. But some of the things I'm seeing in this shit is just wild. But what's really wild is whatever TikToker had these two images of two dudes, and I will post that immediately as soon as I get out of here because I can't think and talk like that, not that in depth at the same time. But where did I put my paper? So there's the psychic and there's a report about it. And I was like reading to you guys. Yes, and the Kohbergers are definitely victims. At the end of the day, you guys, I don't know what Bryan did or didn't do, but what I do know is he didn't do it alone. And I have zero proof telling me, and I know for a fact that the sheath was planted or it was never there. And the DNA tied to Bryan, his dad DNA was all they got until they arrested him. So they lied. And the expert, and I can say it now because she's no longer an expert on the case. And I spoke with her because I met her prior to the case. The expert, Ms. Vargas, who was there, and then the FBI went and fucking scared her off. I don't live far from her. I've met her without having nothing to do with any of this, and I knew it the minute I saw her. She's the one who said, ask yourself, did they ever have the DNA to begin with? And I have kept that always. And sure as shit, the way they handled this shit was that they never had his DNA until they arrested him to attempt to match it to his father, which is a bunch of bullshit. Why are you asking if Toes is okay? I hope so. I hope Toes is okay. I saw him in a live maybe a couple days ago. I accidentally had Toes blocked and I had no clue why. Weird things are happening. But yeah, as far as I know, I'll keep a lookout as well though, Jennifer. My YouTube does not show me when I log in, like it does not show me the people I typically watch most of the time. I have to search for all of them. And look how lucky I am. I have 111 people in here. Lucky ducky me. Well, TK, you're going to have to tell me about this because what I don't know is what I don't know. And I do know y'all have to be very careful. I do have to warn you guys because it's happened to me and it could happen to other people. Some people are making accounts like my tell it to L. Instead of L's, they're using I's, stuff like that. And then they're showing up in chats as me, acting a fool and wanting me to look bad. So I want anyone that's a creator to know, and those that aren't, like if you see people acting weird, which is thank God for my people that y'all know me and you knew me so well a month into this because y'all told me, but people are out here doing these things and I don't know why. But if you see a creator doing something that doesn't seem like themselves, just don't take it as what you're seeing until you can confirm it. Honestly, because at the end of the day, sometimes like for me, I had no clue. And I was up in a chat allegedly talking all this kind of shit about Lana, and it wasn't me. And people knew that a month in. So I was like, well, thank God people know my heart and know me. So please, you guys, we have to also give each other grace because sometimes I see things and I react and then it might not be exactly what I thought it was. So, this whole case has made a lot of people lose their shit. At the end of the day, that's exactly what it's done. We have been BK ultra'd, and I hope we don't all give up. That's what I will say. And I'm literally making a note right now. Oh, well, I got to read you the psychic shit. But I'm also making a note because this picture of this guy, I don't think that's Bryan. It looks like Bryan, but the nose isn't fixed. I mean, it is fixed. And so I want to find the picture of the person in the audience that looks more like this person and share that with you guys. And also whatever the hell else I just said I was going to share with you guys. I can't keep track, but I want to read this to you guys. Okay, well, Six String Sizzling. Why would you think Bethany would help do that? I'm curious. I really am. Your favorite unk. Hi, I didn't see you. Hi, I see people talking to you. Guess what? Your favorite unk. It's about to be my birthday month in September. You here to celebrate with me? But listen, you guys. I'm not going to say it. Toes, wait. I can't. Hold on, peeps. Oh, Toes was an outcast. Okay, so Toes is alive. Staying alive. I don't know what people's beef is, but it is what it is. Yeah, you guys, month of September. Party time. Big old lady party time. His channel is down. Oh, no, I don't know. I saw him say he was back, but I'll look into it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't I can't speak for other people, but I think he's all right. Um, yeah, it doesn't look like Bryan, but it sort of does. Um, yes, the nose is too skinny. And this is my point though, because the person that was in the audience at the basketball game or whatever in a picture prior to this happening looks more like this person than Bryan. And I have to understand like how is that happening? You know? Um I truly have to di- dig deeper, but I literally found this right before I was like I need to go live and I was like okay, I'm going to go live about this. But um I do have sympathy for the victims, but not the 2 victims that could have been victims. I don't call them victims, and I'm sorry, 6 strings sizzling. I don't call them victims because grown ass women, grown ass 5-year-olds know how to call 911. And I I'm sorry if it was my family member, my dog, my anything, I'd have a very serious issue as to why not 911 wasn't called when a firecracker looked like it was allegedly going off under a door. And I will say that as soon as people start really understanding that the Linda Lane and the Taylor Avenue Banfield, like the things that are coming out now and the people working very hard to prove I don't know, the scrubbing or the adding to, things are very much in front of our faces as most of us, some of us seers have known for 2.5 years, going on 3. So I don't feel bad for Bethany and Dylan. I won't and I don't. Bethany should have shown up. I give Dylan credit for showing up and speaking whatever her truth is. But I'm sorry. I don't care what drug you were on, how drunk you were, how scared you were. You call 911. You're scared. Bethany's not going to save you. And I'm sorry. I just know more than I'm willing to state out loud about the situation, but I will never believe that they were victims. And Bethany, of all people, the one I think that really has, what about her exculpatory evidence? What was that? These girls who are such victims are allowing someone to go to prison without even telling the truth. And let's be real. And this is my channel, my truth, my perception, my belief. If a 5-year-old can call 911, I've seen dogs dial 911. You call 911 when you believe you heard what you heard. And I'm sorry, the doors were open. And I also am not thrilled with the pictures that we're allowed to see. This was not they're showing us specks of blood. Yeah, right. So what's the truth? The truth in my book is they weren't taken, their lives were not taken at that house, which I've said from day one. I'm sorry, how come no one focused on what the hell Bethany never told the world of her evidence? Oh, is it because she's cousins with Showalter who had 94 whatever specks of fucking blood in his fucking apartment? Oh, is it because both of them are likely, I'd say 90% cousins with Bryan Kohberger themselves? Or is it because Bethany is close cousins with Reed Upmore, who I was told is him and his cousin Ben and others tying into the sacrificial portion of the situation are who did this? The SUV leaving is Reed Upmore and Ben. No one wants to listen. That's fine. The grub truckers knew it. This was a joke, you guys. It's sick. Go back and slowly watch the grub truck. Everybody but Kaylee and Maddie knew what was happening, and that's sick. Yes, I saw that, and I saw that, and it's not a guy, though, it's a girl. It's a girl. I caught it, I saw Huda's early. I was half asleep when I saw Huda last night, showing it over and over until I woke up and looked, and then I saw somebody else, and I have it recorded. It is a girl leaving that house. When the white car passes, and then 5 seconds later, it's a girl. Yeah, and you guys, if you wanna be rude, I don't know, don't be rude to my people that are my people, and I'm not able to, like, look at this, so you wanna be rude, but trust and believe I'll catch you next time. Don't I'll catch you outside of Idaho. Don't fuck with me, and don't fuck with my people. Who needs help ASAP? I know you're not talking about me. Yes, Beth, they were, and sorry, guys, I'm trying to, like, go up and read, but I'm getting used to this whole hater thing. I mean, what's new? But I'm doing myself and y'all a favor, and we don't have to worry about them. Must be doing something right if they showed up and landed themselves here and they think they need to say something. But that's their choice. They don't understand, folks. They don't understand. Yeah, they faked crying, truth seeker. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to go backwards. I mean, in my opinion, the whole town knew what was going on except the college kids, and the college kids that ended up figuring out something was shady are scared to death and they'll never talk. How many kids does it take to die before someone makes a big deal about it? How come their parents aren't making a big deal about it? I mean, how come Brent Kopaka's family is not making a big deal about it? Something doesn't add up, literally. I know you're not talking to me in my own channel manual because I'll tell you right now, fuck off. Okay? Okay. Let's make that clear. Jesus Christ. Come in my fucking channel and tell me to watch my mouth. Are you fucking kidding me? Go find some other channel. Toodaloo. Jeez. People think I actually. Hey, Tax Max. Sorry, guys. Hey, baby, I'm coming, mama. I know it's not time for dinner quite yet, though. Yeah, catch me outside. Roll up. I literally I'm not doing it. Come in my chat telling me to watch my mouth. Are you my mother? Because my father wouldn't even tell me that. He'd say, unless I was talking to my mama like that, he would just let me be. So anyone who thinks they're coming up in here telling me, yeah, free BK. How on earth, you guys, did we get to the point after he pled 4 life sentences, and you guys know he's going to appeal. He's going to. I know he is, and this is what I've said all along. The Supreme Court, he's not going to handle these people. He's going to handle them by going above them. When he said, I look forward to being exonerated, he meant it. You know who exonerates people that have been screwed by the state of Idaho or any other state? The federal Supreme Court. Let's go above their heads. And I do believe Anne would take one for the team if she had to. And I better be right. Because if she did him dirty, she really did him dirty at this point. Because you don't do what she did and stand up and put your hand. What do you, TK, no heart? I guess I wasn't meant to. What are you talking about, girl? I can't keep track. No heart. I get it. I screw that shit up all the time too. I just literally, Trelly, I also believe it has to do with crypto. I think it has to do with everything we've thought: drugs, money, potentially OnlyFan type situations, and crypto. And I'm going to put out a video. It's almost done. I just wanted to go live first. I found something Enon Harsh had posted, and I'm going to post it like within 2 hours after this. But it was interesting. And I know certain people have always kept an eye out on him. Hey, Outcast. I just, I don't think, Bryan, I don't think she advised him that. Maybe she did. Maybe she said, look, I have no clue what happened. I mean, I don't know what it takes to even in oneself. I mean, the guy that I've been helping that legitimately just literally signed the documents for me to be able to be so thankful to know that someone, he confessed to a crime in an interrogation room. Bryan didn't do that, but he took a plea deal. And I have to do when they have to do it. Okay, Manuel, you're still here when you told me how to talk in my fucking chat. I don't give a fuck about gray pubes. Why don't you tell him to go like donate to Bryan's cause? Because I can't have precedents in America. So don't come in here talking like that, fool. And then tell me who's good. Okay? Okay. I know who's good. I cannot. Thanks. Good. Bye, Manuel. Let's see, Thomas. If Bryan intends, and thank you, Thomas. I've received your messages and appreciate you. Yes, I believe he will be filing a motion for federal writ of habeas corpus. I 100% believe it. That's what's going to be next. And it's, what's sad is the fact that the prosecution screwed over the families. You think Thompson cares? No, he doesn't care. He's on a world tour talking. They all are. But what are they saying, you guys? They're telling us that they're telling us they had nothing on Bryan Kohberger. Hello. Like, it's ridiculous. The sad part is that, I mean, Donald Trump speaks up about this case, right? I question him and every other news media anchor that speaks on this because in my book, they don't read past what they already have seen in some other headline. They're not reading, they're not understanding, they're not doing their homework because if they did, they would understand what we are all out here saying. And Donald Trump needs to wake up because Donald didn't like being accused of shit he didn't do, right? I just honestly can't even believe. I mean, at the end of the day, this is either the world's worst cover up case and it has to be stopped, or this is the world's, or this is BK Ultra. And I don't even know what that means aside from they fucked with my head. That's what I mean. I don't know. But it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't. And what's with the Pullman PD records release that's all about like the whistleblowing dude? And I mean, I've seen all that sorts of stuff when I started looking into this case. I never would be someone who would believe that anything weird like that would ever happen until I started realizing that this happens and that elite families, especially in those parts of the world, and I don't want to make light of it, but I made a video and it was Donald Trump talking about don't eat the dogs, don't eat the cats, or they are eating the cats, they're eating the dogs, they're doing all this. Why is Idaho the only state that has a law telling you not to eat the people? I mean, you guys have to, I know it's not comfortable, but what is comfortable? Death's not comfortable. Life isn't comfortable. But how are we going to make things better if we don't talk about the things that are actually potentially happening? And don't ask what I mean by that right now. I'm just, if you get it, you get it. I just truly believe people aren't wanting to hear the truth of this case. Oh, and okay. Speaking of that, because of the golf club and the Ethan situation, this is pretty quick. I'm going to read you guys something. Yes, it's really a law, and they had to fight it just recently. I watched it on TV, and I'll talk about it later because it's actually just gross. But I'm making a point because I'm making a point based on something I was told. And these people were killed in a gruesome manner, and people in those parts are just odd. But we'll come back to that. I want to read you guys this psychic report in the WSU, like the Pullman reports, because it's interesting to say the least. And I only find it interesting. Okay, cool, bro. Well, I don't know if I don't make sense. Maybe it's not sense to be made for you, or you're just not, on my level. Many people aren't. It's okay, Manuel. But I'm not going to cry about it, bro. So get it or get out. Okay. So this is one of the reports that it's from April 19th, 2024. It was sent in to Pullman police. And I'm not reading your guys' comments, so I'm sorry if I missed something. It's a person calling or emailing, I should say. It says, thanks for taking, and let me just reiterate, this is because of what we know about Ethan that I think this matters. Thanks for taking my call this morning. I woke up with a memory pressing me about specific information I had communicated via email to Chief Fry. In the 6 weeks following the Moscow student murders, in total, a series of 13, question mark. What a number, 13. Hold on. Actually, you guys, I'm going to see if I can just share. I already had this here, so hold on. I mean, you can read along, I guess, if I can do it really quick. If not, you guys can just listen. And sorry, but I'm trying to be more professional and not cuss people out and yell at people. But if you come up here and piss me off, then oh well. But let me see if this is the one. I think I don't have it in this one. Nope, that's the other one. Okay, never mind. I'll just read it to you guys. I'll post it so you guys can read it for yourselves later. Thanks, TaxMax. Okay. So anyways, this person's basically called in reporting, to Chief Fry or trying to communicate with Chief Fry. And there's a total of 13 dreams this person has had surrounding this case. What are the odds? So it goes on to say, the first being a premonition 2 nights prior, the second, and then it has a question mark in parentheses, 4 nights after seeing, and it says seeing the perpetrator, Mr. Koberger, in my sleep. And a very accurate description, which my own AI rendition on first attempt nails quite accurately, and series of related facts and situations surrounding the case, including a student housing lease, hustle, and other quote clues, end quote, which I have passed along. Whether or not my experience, both while sleeping and much channeling while awake, has been taken seriously, I do not have confirmation from police on. However, I don't have confirmation from police on. However, I know when I felt a push to push info, which I did through a Utah State Police reporting following my sixth dream. No FBI available that day. The building here in Midvale, Murray, and I felt to stay put. So I'm sorry, you guys. I'm reading it as it's written, and it's not written very well. So sorry, guys. He was on the move, meaning Bryan. And within that week, my stressed energy lifted, and within 2 days, he was arrested, which was quite satisfying relief. I can't do this. I can't do the typos and shit. I had received the name Bryan, but it's spelled Brian, and then it's in parentheses SP question for spelling, like questioning the spelling. So easily I had not reported that detail. Anyway, ... I have stayed quiet as the talk and YouTube videos and news has blown up on this case. I do have some online interference at times, which is likely due to my international travel and work. Though I am not affiliated or employed by any government or special interest company or corporation. Just the biggest special interest, ... being our Lord. Okay, so this morning I feel again, I need to reiterate, in case this was overlooked, I received no confirmation back on a dream that I had reported in the series of spiritual events, spiritual downloads to the case, which I strongly feel involves it says Paulos, but question mark, she means Palouse Ridge Golf Course. There behind the campus in Pullman. I think it could be murder weapon related. What I saw is a tee-off location that the structure, and then it parentheses, low angle roof, pinkish hue building, which I thought was colonial style, but could be Santa Fe, possibly clubhouse, because in my dream it was vacant, seasonal or not, unsure. That building being to my right of the hole or tee off. I'll have to find the original sketch. And to my left in the slight distance is trees and residential, and also further past center. I had 2 dreams on this detail, one being the one person I would relate golf to, his legs turning if swinging in a tee off. So then it's ... Get a metal detector if the weapon has not been found and check that area. I feel Koberger kept the knife the first night, getting off on his crime. Even if it was a dizzy taste of blood and oogie, and she said I was even. Sorry, you guys, I highlighted it. Now I can't read it. I'm getting old. In parentheses, after she says getting off on his crime, then parentheses, she says, I was even dizzy with the taste of blood and oogie in my stomach, but then ditched it in a place near him. He could keep it. I guess she means go back. Then she ends it with, I have references here with authority if you need those to legitimize me. Madison County on Daybell facts proven here in Utah with 2 agencies. I could be wrong, but in what I unintentionally do, I have to be willing to do. And this is worth checking out. I know the difference between random dreams and versus revelations that I get. And I'm not going to say her name, but I mean, all I want to know is, did they check for the weapon, or was there a missing golf club? Because we all know about golf clubs. And I mean, I think half of the psychics I've heard about this, Donna Serafina, I mean, Bryan Koberger is not the guy. And I mean, if you want to get rich lying to people like mainstream media, that's fine. They've all been right about one thing, though, I think, because it seems to be a similar constant in some situations. In this case, is that someone with reddish hair spiky reddish hair. Who knows what reddish is to people in the dark, especially. But the golf clubs and the hair color of the psychics. But the golf clubs, in my mind, yeah, that is important. When did the cops ever go look for a weapon? We never heard of anything like that until we heard that people, randoms, were going to search, like right before the plea deal, right? So I literally don't understand. I mean, someone go take a metal detector out to Palouse Ridge Golf Course. I'm sure if there's a weapon there, it was put there purposely. Is there a gnome out there? Because you guys, I mean, we're not being told the truth about who was Papa Roger because they said it wasn't Bryan. Who are all of these people who came out early on that knew what we didn't know and created this huge, massive wondering of sorts and divide of people? Because some people just believe what they're told, not me. So what do we do there? John Carter. Are you John Carter that knows me? Like the John Carter? It's just, hi, Carrie. I don't think the Supreme Court will look. You guys, I still believe he's a Fed. Hence why I'm telling y'all, he still would be screwed right now. But guess what? If he was a Fed, or I'm not saying for the FBI, I'm saying Bryan was working undercover in some situation where he got caught up. And I said this long ago with the wiretaps of the drug people. I believe firmly, even if Bryan's not a Fed, he might have bought drugs from people that were being looked into, like everyone Pavs talked about. And so he either was a Fed or he wasn't. But I don't know what people want from Bryan Kohberger. Is he supposed to smile, laugh, and giggle sitting in a courtroom? Like, I've watched all these body language people. What is he supposed to do? He's literally, I thought he was the most normal in the sentencing. And I don't think him shaking his head, I think he shook his head in agreement on a human level, because I don't think he killed these people. That's my personal opinion. I think he agrees. I really do. I think John Carter, shut the fuck up. John Carter from here. That'll be fucking hilarious. John Carter, I was going to go to Sadie's with. I doubt it. You guys, but Bryan Kohberger, was he supposed to, like, what was he going to do? Because no matter what he did, he was going to be attacked for doing it. Was he supposed to clap after Olivia Gonzalez said her speech? I mean, people are shitting on this guy when I don't know what anyone thinks he was supposed to do. Most people don't even make eye contact. People need to understand autism, number one. People need to understand what actually happened in this case, number two. And people need to stop pretending Linda Lane and all the camera footage does not have proof that this was not Bryan Kohberger. And maybe Molly Mc fucking whatever needs to be talked to, and not when she's being arrested. She needs to be spoken to. Because I find it very odd. You got people like that, and you clearly hear, I see you, Farley. What really happened? And again, I have to say, the pictures we're seeing, maybe they're not the worst of pictures, but what we've seen proves enough to me that they're lying. There's not blood everywhere. There's not. So where's all the blood? Because it didn't happen at that house. And for anybody who wants to pretend it did, go watch Nancy Grace. Go watch all the people willing to lie, because that's not what happened. They did not die in that house. They were not killed in their sleep. And I think they think that, I think everyone in this in my chat right now should think and take it as a slap in the face that you're expected to be so stupid to believe such a thing. Literally. And I'm not feeling sorry for people who did not call 911. And good for Dylan. Bravo. $100,000. 100,000 plus, I guess. I haven't even looked. I just heard. I mean, I hope you do get help, Dylan. I hope so. I'd need help too if I arranged myself or situated myself in a situation that ended up with everybody I lived with being dead, aside from the other witch in the room. I mean, you guys have to look into the history of some of these families. The money is where this is all at. That's sorry. The bottom line is that's the truth. Hey, Blackhawk. Good to see you. Blackhawk, actually, I freaking have a video that I think you'll be interested in. I was working on, but then I just decided to go live. But then I found some other interesting footage that I do believe is of interest that you've been talking about for forever now. So I plan to get that out because seriously, this is all wild. Thomas, I think she has. And I think it's one of her most recent ones. I think me and her just talked about that. It looks like a fight behind that white car at Linda Lane past the dumpsters. TK, you know what I'm talking about. But then you hear them yelling, and then I think you see and hear that a gun pop off, and you see the flash, which is why I'm saying I don't know how Bethany wants to say, oh, I saw it under my door. I mean, yeah, what door? Your magical door? TK, you got that one though. The white car behind it. You just did it recently. I'll share it again too because it's seriously, and it is old generational wealth. Yes, Tammy. And bloodlines. And I'm sorry, but when you tell me two of three triplets decided they're just going to be twins, okay. Like, did the world have to know that? Like, why would you even tell the world when you don't like being criticized at this point? Like, sometimes I feel like it's gaining attention that they do want. I'm sorry. I just know what I know. And it's okay, Littles. I don't even know what you're growling at, boo boo. It's okay. Just that lady checking her mail, mama. Let her go. It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Don't. Sorry, guys. Right, John Carter. But guess what? He allegedly went to them. And I believe he did go to them because I think that Ann Taylor has the smarts enough to know she has to take the fall. Ineffective assistance of counsel. However, they also have a lot to go off of that was not provided in this trial or about to be prior to the trial. Where's Bethany's exculpatory evidence? Why won't Bethany be seen? I give it to Dylan. She showed up. Even if she's lying, she had the balls to show up and lie. We don't know. But what's Bethany scared of? I mean, show up. Speak on behalf of your friends. It sucks. I get it. But show up. Dylan did. Even if it's a lie, like I said. Show up. Prove your point. Y'all didn't even call 911 and you can't show up 2.5 years later. Come on. Come on. I mean, at the end of the day, that just goes to make me decide that, yeah, every questionable thing about her is doubled. Like, seriously, I don't trust the bullshit. And who is this L person that was in the house with them? Who is L is what I'd like to know. I mean, and I literally have, I mean, I'm not trying to read everything everybody's reading to all of you guys every day. I'm trying to handle life and get some side jobs done so I can, like, turn 40 and enjoy it a little next month. But I'm trying to bust my ass and find things like psychic. Psychic says, go check here. Did they? I don't see follow up. A lot of the shit is no follow up. They had one person in mind, and now I have a picture, and I don't know, 2 pictures of 2 dudes. One looks like Enon, one looks like James Curtis Leonard, and it looks like banging in the door, though, of the 1112 place. So I'm gonna share that. I couldn't do it quick enough on my phone to get it here, but I found that on TikTok today, and I'm like, so who the hell's that? And you got all this, and it's not Bryan Kohberger, but you have Bryan Kohberger. Why would a man agree to what he agreed to? It's because he will be exonerated. Screw the state of Idaho, in my opinion. Literally. Hey, upstate. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep my points like going and not look at chat. But yeah, nothing is being followed up on. If they did, it's like 2 years later. I'm very interested in learning Enon Harsh's father's name, because I believe the one report tied to near Johnson Road, I believe that could have been his dad if his dad's name was Robert, because the last name starts with an H. And if that's the case, that says a lot to me, because Enon's dad is no longer living, and I believe that would be very telling to me for many reasons about Enon and him being one of many of the characters speaking out on the internet after the fact. But it's a person, and I need to know if his dad's name was Robert Harsh. If so, it was his dad who called in the knives found nearby. And there's a lot, you guys. I think that there's little bitty aspects that they thought we would never find. But when America gets involved, and we all have, whether you believe he's guilty or not guilty, you have an opinion. And when people are digging in, the truth eventually is going to come out. And that's what's happening. It's a little weird to me that the prosecutor, the FBI, the now new chief, what are they saying besides everything that we already knew? Like, what point are you tying Bryan Kohberger to this case? That's what I'd like to know. And why is the dude sitting there with 4 life sentences? And what did he do what he did for? Because he's gonna not have to do that. And what does that result in? 4 families with no justice and killers out there on the loose who think they got away with murder. I mean, seriously, you guys, how is that okay? Yeah, Blackhawk, do you know if the dad is Robert? Oh, James. But James Robert. Some people go by James and Robert. I don't know why, but I feel like that's the truth. And I literally believe, because who had a Doppelganger. Okay. I was all photographer. Because whoever I spoke with had a father, whoever 1122 King Road Clue was, that made that video, Midnight Production, whatever, Midnight Ride, whatever, that I've shared, and I will likely share again very soon, because it's important people understand what I'm going hard about certain aspects. But whoever I spoke with said they were the photographer that night. They've been doing it for a long time. And their father was just diagnosed terminally ill. And now I found Enon's dad has died. So I'm just a little perplexed, but I also have a couple other people in mind. I just think that no matter what happened, this is the biggest, stupidest cover up that could occur. Technology makes it to where we're all going to find what we can find. And I find it very weird. You convict a guy 4 times over, tell the world he'll never leave again, tell the victims' families he can't appeal when you know damn good and well he can appeal. Make it make sense. Like, oh, possibly he might have been a professor. I don't know. Someone, well, Enon Harsh's dad passed away. I know that because I saw it recently. But whoever was speaking with me while also threatening me not to take over their case and share their shit, while also telling me and the world the rest of what they wanted to get out there, obviously. Why would you tell anyone the things you're saying? But then that person said they might need a shoulder or an ear because they knew my dad had just died. And they were telling me their dad was just, you know, diagnosed with something that was going to be terminal. And then I recently saw Enon's dad died. So I don't know. Enon posts some weird shit though. And I'll post it, but I'll just tell you guys right now because it's not here ready. Enon posted 8 months ago on Staff Junkie, and Blackhawk can attest to knowing his Reddit names. He posted 8 months ago. He responded to some post of what's your least favorite male name or something like that, like male actual name. And he said Bryan. Bryan, some bullshit. Like Bryan is a asshole or some shit. Like literally his name was Bryan and he spelt it wrong, and I think he spelt it wrong purposefully. And then I see today what I see on TikTok, and I'm trying to figure out if it's Enon. So I'm just letting you guys know, like, because I'm talking about it. I don't like holding it back, but I will do a video, short ones, just to kind of get out what I've found since last night. But you guys, it's a little wild. Little wild. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. And I have to tell you something funny before I end up getting off this live, and maybe I'll come back later. But you guys, I literally have done so much research into all of this that, yeah, the university, John Carter, I agree. I also agree that, people need to look at the photo. I posted it. Whatever his name is, Amos, whatever, looks just like Bryan. He was like the first president or something like that. See, now I'm gonna have to rehash this stuff, but this is all important, and it's important because it proves that there is reason for Bryan to be framed. If not, there's reason for Bryan to have counterparts in this for sick familial ties, I guess. But I'm gonna stick with, I don't know what makes Bryan guilty until I see what makes Bryan guilty. I see a lot more for other people, but shit, what was I going to tell you guys? Oh, so you guys, I literally, a while back, I don't know why I did it, but it was on a real estate website. I wanted to see a house, I think, on the internet, and I had to put my information in. And I think it was maybe like the house Emma Bailey's family sold or something. I don't know why, but I don't typically give my info to just people just to be bothered. But yesterday I had a call that was missed like by 5 seconds, and it was from Idaho, you guys. And so I was like, what the heck? And so I was like, I don't know. Maybe I have to call back. Like, who knows? So I call back, and it's Idaho real estate asking if I'm still interested in property there. And I sat for 5 seconds and I was like, how do I respond to this? And I said, no, actually, I decided to stay in California because y'all still have murderers on the loose. And I hung up because honestly, that's the truth. That's the truth. Yeah, Blackhawk, I hope that you're wrong, and I hope that what I found is wrong. But it's just a little sketch. I mean, Blackhawk, are you still on the same? You still think what you thought prior, because I respect your opinion very much. I just need to figure out how all this ties into one, because you still thought Bryan was guilty. I think a lot of people are guilty, but I'm trying to stay committed to not just blaming the world. But it really felt good to hang up on the Idaho real estate people, because I was like, you still have murderers out there. And, maybe they need to know people outside of there believe that. And maybe other people are going to not move there because they have murderers on the loose. I mean, they're scared of something. I mean, Bryan's locked up. And I mean, literally. Okay, good. Okay, so I know you're still where you were at, Blackhawk. Okay. I found some things that I just think are interesting, and I'm happy to share them with you. I need someone to tell me where Bryan fit into this, because so far I've seen everybody else have more, even the DoorDash driver has more culpability than Bryan. Like, show me where Bryan was at. I have yet to see it. And I don't know. I will never ever go to Idaho, that's for sure. But Mac, I'm so glad you're here. I love you guys. I'm so glad you all joined me. I just had to share like some of this. I have much more like on this Jonah Chapin stuff. If anyone looks Jonah Chapin up and you can find more than I have, I have court docs, but it's more about the people he was with. But I'm telling you guys, it was right. It was happened in November 16th. There was an indictment for him. I'll post this for you guys because my dog is about to get pissed. I'm going to post this though, because I've held on to this because I could not tie Jonah Chapin to the Chapins. But then again, I can't tie Ethan Chapin or those kids to the Chapins either when I do a people search. So I really don't know what's going on. I know what I believe and I know what I think, and I'm trying to be very respectful and not just throw it out there. But oh God, I'm just remembering so much that I needed to share. I have a lot to share. Next time I go live, we're going to watch another channel talk about some of this elite horrid stuff, but it needs to be talked about, because even like domestic violence and abuse and things that people don't want to know unless they have to, it has to be known, because we have to talk about it so that people don't have to feel they're alone. So that's where I'm at. I'm so glad you're here too, EMAC. I literally do plan to go live so much more. I have had a lot going on. I've good things and crazy, but I'm not going to let anything stop me, and I'm so excited to be able to very soon hopefully share my prisoner story. And I'm working on my story because I'm not giving up on the goals I gave for myself, and I have just committed that drama is not going to happen here, and I will handle people the way I have to, and no room for that here. I love all of you, and you deserve to not deal with any type of nonsense, and neither do I. So I appreciate those of you who have put up with it for this long. But I'm doing my best, and I'm gonna just move forward with my channel, and I appreciate everybody who was here for it. Like, honestly, I really do. And I'm not apologizing to you guys, because I am who I am and I respond to shit the way I respond to it, and I cannot help that. But I do appreciate you guys being here for it. So, honestly, thank you, Rachel. Thank you guys, TK, Jane. I love you guys. I love all of you guys. EMAC. Rachel, that's a good. I've questioned it, but I still question it. I don't like to question it though, I will say. Simply because I've spoken personally with Xana's mom. I I respect her very much, and so those things, like, it's a very hard place to even say what I feel, but I know that Xana's mom knows most of what I feel, and it's not about her, and it's not about Ben, and I think that's where the line got drawn, and I don't think that those families deserve it because of addiction. I think that that was an easy way to bypass what reality was for the other two families, and I could be totally wrong, but that's my gut instinct, and part of me questions a lot about maybe someone tried to run. um but if I had to say someone was alive, it would be Kaylee, because of the amount of grief. And I mean, I'm not saying they haven't grieved, I'm not saying that. I just think that I relate more to Xana and Maddie's families, and I do believe they're all gone. I just believe, if to answer your question, if one was possibly alive, it might be Kaylee. But I've tried my best to respect every family, and it's only now that I'm coming out kind of starting to say what I've thought, and most of it has to do with the Chapins, and I am trying to do it in the most respectful way possible, if that's even possible, but it's going to start coming out from me what I actually believe. And it is what it is. And I'm not going to feel bad about it, because in my heart of hearts, I don't believe Ethan has been given half the attention of anybody. And I feel like Ethan has, like, my heart. And I don't know how to explain that. I just feel something that Ethan didn't deserve what happened. And maybe it's what I was fed and told, but it's all coming true at the same time. Um I love all these kids, but I really believe that there's something that we're not being told, and it's not okay. And I relate to it with Ethan and Xana for a couple of reasons. And when I heard that his mom or his family didn't know about her mom, well, it's not something you're going to just say right away, number one. But I don't blame him, because I immediately have always thought that his family never accepted Santa, because she, in their mind, not my mind, in their mind, wasn't good enough. And I've been in that situation because of the color of my skin. So and Maddie, her dad, talking about her, it's like my dad talking about me, and my dad died right before all this. And so obviously I connect with that. And her dad speaking of her like she's just some wonderful, Maddie was everything. She was an only child. I'm an only child. It resonates with me. And it's always bothered me that they seem to get the shit and the the blame in this whole thing, when just because people have money, it does not mean they don't have ties to the same other people that other people with addiction have ties to. And that's what I'm going to try and shed light on, not just pointing fingers at this case, but the reality of what goes on in America with families with money. Look at Lori Vallow. Look at some of these families who've done just horrid shit to their kids because they can. And they don't worship God, they worship Satan. And I have to talk about it because I don't know why. It's just my calling. I had to learn about it, and I'm disgusted by it. And I think people have to know. And I hope one day to interview some of these people. Like, I have one really great channel, the Imagination Podcast, that's taught me a lot. And her name is Emma, and I've shared some things with you guys. I just think that it's our duty to wake people up when we know the truth is the truth. And we can all pretend that bad things aren't happening. But why? Wouldn't it be more beneficial to take it as it is and take accountability for our job to protect kids and to protect people who don't know that might be vulnerable into falling into this shit? You know, that's where I stand, and that and wrongful convictions and people who are missing, that's where I'm going. Like, I will always follow this case, but I don't know, you guys. I just find it kind of it's getting frustrating to watch Nancy Grace and all these people say the same shit over and over. It's clear they don't read the documents. They don't care. They're spewing lies and they're getting paid for what? To lie, to put someone in prison. That's ridiculous. And so I think that anyone who has information about any case needs to speak on it. And if you're not a creator, be a creator if you want to be. I never ever in my life thought I would be doing this and speaking to you guys. And every single time I go live, I get weird about it. I get weird after. I don't come back and look. Like, I'm not the person that thought I would ever be speaking to God knows who all over the world. But I do find that we all have a purpose and we all can make a difference. And we really can, you guys. No matter what it is. Love you, TK. And honestly, you guys, I'm grateful for those of you who have stuck with me through all the crazy. I'm grateful for everyone who's new. I just think that we all can make a difference. And what else we all have our lives, right? We all have our own situations, right? But don't you guys think that maybe we were all put here? Y'all are in my chat today for a reason, whatever that may be. My hope is that you're here for a good reason and that we can all try and make a difference, whether it be to change laws or, call attention to things in whatever way we have to. But, and I don't like saying it, but Dylan making $100,000, I want to help Bubbly. And Bubbly, I love you if you hear this, but I've told you I was going to say it and I'm saying it and I'm going to help. I need people to know Bubbly needs to get out of Bubbly's situation for many reasons. And I know that there will be help, but I also know there will be shit talking. And at this point, I really believe there's nothing to shit talk. If Dylan Mortenson's going to get $100,000 when she didn't call 911, Bubbly Waters has dedicated her life for 2.5 years since day one. We both knew each other just from chats prior to even having our channels. Bubbly needs to get out of her living situation. And I'm not going to stop. And I need her official okay. I already have a GoFundMe for Bubbly ready to go. And I know people will help. And after seeing Dylan's shit, nobody's going to talk shit about it. And if they do, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Because no one's asking for $100,000 to get Bubbly in a situation. Thank you for being here, Mom B. And TK knows, me and TK have been talking about this for a while, and I've just been waiting. Well, we're all in the same boat, Jane and TK. Oh, well. We're probably some of the best ones, though. But yeah, I know everyone will help Bubbly, and that's the point. And I think that it's just been a little, no one wants to ask for help. It was me asking for help, number one. I made it. I said, Bubbly, I'm doing this. And then it just all this shit happened so quick. But now that I see this, it's nope, we're going to do this because at this point, no one has any right to say anything about anything. Just like if people don't want to donate to Dylan, they don't have to. But same goes for Bubs. And she needs to get her out of her living situation, Susan, and safely into a place because she's been living, I pray to God this is okay, Bubbly, but people know this. Bubbly knows, and Bubbly knows that we love her. Bubbly's been living out of her car. She has a place she can go inside of, but the animals don't get along. She's lived in this situation for a long time, and it's not okay. And I just have been waiting for the okay. And then all this craziness occurred, but I can't even remember if she ended up. I just need her to okay the beneficiary. So she's the person. That's all that it matters. And I know and I've known that everyone will help her. But I think that this whole Dylan thing has now given and shed light on the fact that anyone can make a GoFundMe. And it doesn't matter who are we to talk. But at the end of the day, no one's going to talk shit about me trying to help Bubbly or Bubbly accepting the help, because Bubbly's worked her ass off on this case. And that's that. I mean, people can say what they want to say, but I think that this just confirmed it, and I hope it confirmed it for her. We love Bubbly, and Bubbly is going to get out of that situation before winter, especially. And that's that. And so I just felt it was a good time to just let you guys know it's coming. And that way, if someone hears this that has an issue, they can have an issue even before. I have to just double check because I want her to have it set up to where it goes to her. I don't want to be anything to do with it aside from helping share it. And if you guys, once I post it, y'all will see. And if you guys are able, please share it. Honestly, Bubbly is a loved person in this community. And at the end of the day, what else can we do but help one of us? And yes, Susan, and that's part of my concern. We need to make sure she's safe. And I get it, because if I had to live alone, it costs a lot to live alone. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. My dog is like a human. She's like, Mom, it's past dinner. But my fear is, and my concern is, not only the weather and the living condition, but the fact that no one needs to live like that also. But Bubbly has shared a lot, said a lot. She needs to be in a safe location. And when you live alone, you have to have like 3 times a deposit. And that's a lot of money when you're by yourself. And you have to have, I mean, I don't know her situation about furniture and stuff. So in my book, what I'm asking for Bubbly, and I don't ever want someone to think this was on Bubbly. I've been begging to do this because she deserves it for a long while now. And it's time. And she needs to get set up and hooked up and be able to be living in a situation. Littles, I'm coming. You need to behave. Don't. So you guys hear this child? This is, go get your food then. This child, oh my God, bossy boo. But you guys know, I know, Jane, and that's, some people have, stop it. I'm coming, littles. Some people have similar problems, but I just want you guys to kind of have a heads up, because it's going to happen very soon. And I want people to be supportive, and I knew you guys would be, but I wanted to kind of explain it, and I will again if I need to. I don't ever want Bubbly to feel this was something for her people to attack her. If they want to attack someone, attack me. Bubbly is one loving, wonderful, amazing person, and no one deserves that. Littles, what are you doing? This fucking dog. TK says call her. She gonna babysit. I gotta get out of here for the weekend. But I love you guys. Virgil, I'm gonna be posting it soon. I need the confirmation just so I know it's going to her. And to keep her confident, like her personal stuff, like name and stuff, confidential. But we're working on it. I have it ready. It's just I need to make sure it's all good in the hood. So thank you, Emac. I love you guys. My dog is freaking out right now. So I'm gonna go feed her little sassy ass. But I just appreciate you guys all for being here. Thank you. I truly hope to be going live. I say this all the time, but shit happens, but things are getting better. Things are getting handled. And I do hope that I will be live much more very soon. And I appreciate you guys. I will cuddle her. You guys all kiss your dogs for her. Maybe we can all do like a date night with dogs one night and do like Zoom or something. But no, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting me, understanding me, being there, and supporting everybody who's been here. I think those of you who know, and a lot of us are here for all the right reasons. And I don't plan on going anywhere. I plan on doing some other things while we wait, but while we fight. And I just hope that you guys will stick with me. And I pray you guys all have a great weekend. And I will talk to you guys very soon. Stay safe, and I love y'all. Stay safe, safe, safe. It's Friday. Love you guys. Have fun. Do something for yourself. I've got more, and I will post what I said in just a bit after I feed the dog of those extra photos. So stay tuned for that, you guys. I love you guys. Have a good one. Bye, you guys. Love you.